Hello, welcome to Ra-El-Bull. I'm a professional astrologer and holistic wellness practitioner. Thank you so much for choosing to spend precious minutes of your time with me today. This is the General Astrology Overview for January 2024. I'm your host and guide, Ifeymerael. I've created a calendar for these monthly videos, which is free for you to access. You simply need to have Google Calendar installed on your device and subscribe to my website. The link for the Ra-El-Bull website is below. To learn how to use the calendar, visit the Ra-El-Bull site or watch my instructional video. The link for that is also below. This is part 6 of the January 2024 General Astrology Series. If you haven't already watched the short top-level overview for the month, I recommend you do that first because it provides essential context. In parts 1 and 2 of the series, we explored the building Earth trine energies involving Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, and the Sun, and we examined that beautiful Capricorn new moon on the magical 11 calendar day. We then looked ahead into the latter part of the month and discussed how additional transits would amplify these robust productivity and manifestation dynamics occurring primarily in Capricorn and Taurus. Afterwards, in part 3, we trained our focus on the high-impact transit of Pluto entering Aquarius, including the collection of astro transits surrounding that event in the super robust astrological amalgamation that is January 20, 2024. In part 4, we examined the numerous numinous Venusian astro-abdurations involving Chiron, the North Node, Jupiter, and the galactic center, culminating on that solar Plutonian Aquarian amalgam 11-ish day of ascension and spiritual amplification. In part 5, we did a deep dive into the Leo full moon, Uranus stationing direct, the Saturn and Pisces grand Earth trine kite formation, and the potent mix of tense and harmonious energetic pulses of Mars, Mercury, the North Node, and Uranus. In this part, the energy winds down considerably. Here we're focusing on self-discovery and healing. So take some deep breaths, relax into a heart-centered space with me, and allow me to share some magical observations about increasing our wellness, outlook, and vitality. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. I'm so grateful for your interest and kind-hearted assistance. Subscriptions to both my website and this channel are free. So let's start with the loveliest of all dark astrological mysteries, Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is now in the 11th nakshatra, Purva Falguni, a highly benefic lunar mansion associated with both Jupiter and Venus. Like Ashwini, where Jupiter now transits, this mansion promotes reconciliations and balance, marriage of opposites and synergies. It's also associated with love and sex, happiness, and the fruits of our efforts. Lilith's spirituality is highly individualistic and expressive and hermetic. She's the alienated, outcast, nonconformist, the wounded victim in us, the repressed and shamed in ourselves. Last month, she made a happy trine with Jupiter in Ashwini on December 3rd. This month, she's squared by Venus in Jyeshta at 11 degrees Sagittarius on the 7th, trined by Mars on the 20th, and 2 days before the full moon, trined by Mercury at 12 degrees. Let's look at those 3 planets separately, beginning with Venus. Although the Venus square suggests some measure of tension or pressure, Venus brings love, beauty, and harmony into the picture. Also, Lilith is a goddess of psychism and mysticism, which engender extraordinary creativity. Coupled with Venus' beauty and love and Lilith's Virgo placement, she's at 12 degrees Virgo on the 23rd, the Venus square suggests flourishing growth and loving support. Even better, Mercury is the ruler of Virgo, where Lilith now is, and he trines her on the 23rd from Capricorn. Mercury rules thought, reasoning, communication, and mobility. When he blesses Lilith's dark and mystical inner realms, we receive new understanding and new approaches to healing our inner wounds relating to rejection and alienation, and fantastic new approaches to the spiritual, the psychic, and all things creative. In addition, Mercury conjoins Mars on the 27th, boosting his drive, energy, and assertiveness, and the pair of them square the North Node and trine Uranus on the 28th and 29th, further amplifying Lilith's power, reinforcing her rebel outcast qualities, and probably injecting an element of surprise into the aspect. Finally, as I noted in my video on the Leo full moon, the waning gibbous moon conjuncts Lilith at 13 degrees on the 28th. I noted there we could expect a densification of the emotional body or increased amplitude in our emotive experience. We might also be blessed with enlightenment into darkened areas of our inner realms or into deeply mystical and occluded matters. With the nurturing and practical energetic resonances of Virgo, it's an opportunity to utilize the silvery light of positive change as we travel into and meet with the domains of our unconscious selves. Altogether, we can expect an extra magical and extra nurturing Leo full moon that is very likely to bring something or some things to fruition in the spheres of love or sexual relationships, spirituality, psychic development, or Leo-influenced matters such as creative projects or children. This is one of my favorite cluster of aspects for the final days of January. So let's now talk about what the Centaur Wisdom Keeper and Master Healer is up to. If you saw my December general astrology video, you'll recall that Chiron went direct at the end of 2023 on the 26th of December, giving us new medicine for all our bodies: mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, astral, luminous, and energetic. Chiron goes retrograde about once a year for roughly 5 months. This month, the same day of the Capricorn new moon on magical 1/11, we saw Venus make her own fire trine with Chiron from her Sagittarius transit to Chiron's Aries placement, not far from the North Node, which she, Venus, trined 3 days later on the 14th. Bear with me, I know that's a lot of detail, but I'm driving this to a destination. A few days before the Venus-Chiron trine on 1/11, the Sun squared Chiron on the 6th at 15 degrees Capricorn. So the larger picture is this: we see Chiron restart his affairs at the end of 2023, stationing direct the day after Christmas, followed almost immediately by a strong solar activation from the Capricorn Sun. His next stop is a blessed encounter with the love, beauty, and money goddess on January 11. But his story gets even richer this month because on the day of the full moon, the 25th, 2 to 3 days before they trine Uranus, Mars and Mercury further activate Chiron. At this moment in Chiron's life, he's being blasted directly by energy from 4 planets, including the Sun. This is a very busy month, a command performance for the wounded healer. It's like he's being pulled out of rehab to immediately be swept away on a world tour, or being roused early in the morning from a deep slumber and slamming a quart of coffee spiked with espresso. He's innervated and on his game. He's helping to expose our wounding, empowering us to see our wounds so we can heal them and grow. And so that caps off this series overview of January's general astrology. It truly is a month loaded to the cosmic rafters with astro energy. This is life written large. It is rare for this much energy to be packed into a single month. There are some acute moments of challenge, perhaps, but I think the astro weather is enormously positive, both in the short and long term. I hope you found the information useful and supportive for your own journey. It's my pleasure, honor, and privilege to be of service. This video has provided some broad and generalized advice based upon the general astrological aspects and influences for the month. If you'd like customized and focused astrological advice about a particular issue, event, or undertaking of any kind, please contact me using the information below. You can even place an order directly on my site for natal chart preparation at 3 different tier levels designed to accommodate any budget, or electional astrology chart services to help you choose the proper and best times for that important matter or key event you're planning in your life. In addition to natal chart and electional chart services, I also provide general consultations for spirituality, health and wellness, and career. You can also schedule time for a one-to-one consultation with me on my site. Finally, if you're interested in participating in a Divine Feminine Christ Higher Self activation, I'm a certified Sophia Circle Journey leader who conducts both live in the Los Angeles area and virtual/online circles. Instructions for joining one of my circles can be found on my site on the services page. Thank you again for spending your time with me today. Rael Bol.